No, for real. I'm here to talk to you guys about a documentary about tickling.
That darn movie show!
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Clarice here with That Darn Movie Show, and today I wanted to talk about documentaries. Now, I'm not the most avid doc watcher. I do really like to keep informed about the world, and I love to learn, but as you might have already gotten the vibe, I'm quite a sensitive soul, and so a lot of the most iconic ones are a little bit overwhelming for me. Cinema is definitely more about escapism in my world. That said, I like the ones that are more storytelling based, ones that maybe reveal a part of the world that I would have had no idea about otherwise. Stories that maybe seem a little bit unbelievable, but that remind me that the world is wild and filled with possibilities. I'm thinking like The Imposter or Winnebago Man. I can talk about those down in the comments if you're interested. Or also something like Catfish. Like, I love Catfish, and I love that I don't really know how to describe these kinds of documentaries, but I guess like Flashpoint documentaries where they start with this really tiny event that suddenly balloons and expands and just gets bigger and turns into this huge crazy web of insanity. And I think like I haven't seen Wiener yet, but apparently that's kind of a similar thing where maybe the person who's making the documentary didn't quite realize what was about to happen when they started filming it. And that definitely describes what Tickled is. It all starts off with David Farrier, who is this entertainment reporter in New Zealand who's kind of well known for doing some of the more offbeat stories, and he comes across online this competitive tickling circle, which are all these videos of these young dudes tickling each other. And that is all I'm gonna say on that, and I don't know how to say this without sounding like one of those clickbait websites, but you won't believe what happens next, and the craziest thing is, it's all real. And I think what's really clever about Tickled is how it just builds and builds and builds this narrative until it becomes so much more than this single story. It becomes this huge, grand metaphor for modern America and how it's the little guy versus the big guy, the powerless versus the powerful, and I think you remain very conscious of the fact these are New Zealand documentarians going into America, and it becomes kind of tied in with that country's self-image of sort of being the underdog and then going into America, which is kind of the big dog, and it becomes this huge sort of David versus Goliath thing. And that really drives a lot of the humor as well, because this movie is so funny, but in that very New Zealand deadpan way in which it's all about being really out of their depths. And I think the sort of hysterical earnestness of America contrasts quite well to the dryness of New Zealand, especially when David Farrier drops in all these very choice lines like, "Things certainly aren't getting any less weird." And Farrier himself has a really great presence. There's this kind of Louis Theroux quality to him where he can just very quietly stand there as all this craziness unfolds, and he's totally non-judgmental, non-reactive, and I think that drives people to reveal just even more craziness. So yeah, I would really recommend Tickled, especially people who are fans of stuff like Catfish. I really feel like this definitely has the potential to become a little bit of a cult phenomenon. It might spread like wildfire, who knows, we'll have to see. But if you want to be one of the cool kids who saw it first, then you know what to do. But if you have had a chance to see Tickled, I would love to know what you guys thought. You can let me know down in the comments below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. Details down in that description box. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe so we can hang out and talk about movies. I'll see you guys soon. Bye!